When I said there is tomatoes, there are many, 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 many tomatoes. Now, as you can see, some are a little beat up, so we're going to go through them, and that's what we want to cut off, and just go through them and make sure, you know, they're all good. All right, so we're going to start with that. Guys, as you can see, I am just cutting up the tomatoes and throwing them in this bowl to get them into the crock pot because they're going in there for about 2 hours until they are broken down. Okay guys, so all we're going to do is take our tomato like this. We're going to cut the lid off. If everything on the tomato looks okay, I'm just going to cut it in about 4s if it's a smaller tomato. Put the lid in that one. Okay, so for instance, you see this one here has a little boo-boo on it. We're going to go ahead and take that completely off. Just check the tomato inside, make sure it's all good, and cut it up and throw it in our pan, or our container. All right, some of these are bruised. They have a little bit of issues. That's no problem. Everything is still usable. Just make sure you check them, and, you know, it's all good. Okay, guys, so you're just going to keep going. I don't have that machine where you can actually, which I would love to have one of them, where you actually can strain the skin and the seeds later. We're just going to use a at-home colander, and I'm going to make it work that way, just to get these seeds and the skins out of here. And you'll see what I mean later. So I'm just going to keep going and cutting up these tomatoes. There's a lot to do here. So I'm just going to keep going with it. You guys, everything's all cut up. This is what it looks like. That is the lids. They'll be going in the trash, or parts that were no good, you know, on certain tomatoes. And here we go. This is a huge bowl of tomatoes all cut up. I'm going to go ahead and get this in the crock pot. Guys, so I have this set for about 4 hours. I will come check on it in about 2, and I'll let you know what it looks like. Okay, guys, so we're going to get in here and open this up and check out our sauce. It's looking good. We're just breaking down these tomatoes. And then we will strain out the skin and the seeds and then add the rest of the ingredients. Next step is to take the tomatoes from the crock pot, get it into the strainer, and then crush out the actual liquid and separate that from the skin and seeds. You guys, we're checking on the tomatoes again. Go ahead and stir it up and see what they're looking like. I think it's ready to go ahead and strain them, start straining them so we can start getting the sauce together. Okay, so next up, we're going to saute the onion, some pepper and garlic in this pan here in some oil. And then I'm going to add to the sauce, the tomato paste and some Parmesan cheese. All right, go ahead and just cut your onion as small as possible. I'm going to cut the sides off, right down the middle. Get the edges off. I'm going to run this under some cold water, and we'll start the chopping, okay? Okay, you just want to cut this, like I said, as small as possible. Same concept with the pepper. Just get it cut small. I'm using this because I had it in my fridge and I just figured let me go ahead and add this into it. So I'm going to cut this just as small as possible and then show you. Go ahead and add this to the pan as well. Alright, get this off to the side. Okay guys, so we got this sauteing in the frying pan with some oil. So I'm going to go ahead and cook this up and I'll show you when it is done. Okay guys, in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and add these 2 cans of tomato paste and this, it's like half a jar of the Parmesan cheese to the sauce. Guys, I've added salt, oregano, onion powder, garlic powder, and fresh basil. I'm also going to add some sugar. Okay guys, here you have your sauteed vegetables, which I'm going to strain the oil out and put that in as well. Guys, so here's the sauce. I'm just going to let it thicken up, and I might even add more tomato paste. To get a little bit more thicker if needed. You guys, I'm so excited to show you the final product. I did add more tomato paste. I've added another round of spices, the same exact spices. I want you guys to just do it to your liking. I'm not gonna tell you how much to put because everyone likes it different. I just told you what I put in there. I've also added a couple things that are, we'll say, secret, but it makes the sauce extremely tasty. But let's go ahead and delve into the sauce. That's what it looks like. I wasn't able to get all the seeds out, but there's a few here and there. You see that they're little seeds, but you know what? I think I did pretty good. All right, guys, so this is the final product after we did all those tomatoes, but it looks delicious. This is super hot. I'm gonna let it simmer down. It will thicken up a little bit more once it cools down some, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the jars that I've saved up. So yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, comment below.